Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy with Amy Plans Things, and today I'll be planning for the week of November 1st through the 7th in my Classic Happy Planner. And today I was going to do a Distress Ink spread, so I thought I would film it all and speed it up so you could see the whole process while I do a voiceover. I don't always show my Distress Ink spreads because they take so long to create, so I thought this would be a good compromise so that you could see it and not spend 40 to 60 minutes watching me do every single little piece. So I'm just gonna pop in here and make some comments when there's something of note. Anyways, right now I'm just putting tape down because I'm going to put Distress Ink over all of the middle section, but I don't want it around the edges. So I'm picking out my colors now. I'm going to do a deserty scene. I'm going to be using my Disney stickers, the princess stickers with Jasmine and Aladdin, and then the villain stickers with Jafar, and a couple of stickers from the Mickey Oasis book to make some of the background. So I wanted to do kind of a similar spread to what I've made before with the Mickey Oasis sticker book, with some sand and sunset and things like that. So right now I'm just testing some colors to pick out what I wanted to use for the sand, and then I go ahead and get started by cutting the paper to make some hills. So I'm sorry that this video will be a little bit shaky as I do all the Distress Ink, because when I am putting the Distress Ink on the page, it does shake the table a little bit, and the camera is connected to the table, so you will see some shakes in there. But right now I'm just going ahead and putting down one of my colors on the hill. I've taped down the paper so that it doesn't move as I do this. And I'm just putting down a light layer, and then I'm taking a darker color and just rimming the top of the hill to kind of make a nice line to show where the edge of the hill is. Then I'll go ahead and move this, continuing to use this piece of paper, and make a second hill just so there's some depth there. And again, I'll do the same things, put some more of that first color down, and then put a little bit more on the edge of the darker color as well. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and do this for the other side, picking another part of the paper so that we can have some nice hills that aren't the exact same on both sides. And I'll follow the same process I did as on the left side. Alright, now that that's done, I'm covering the hill that I just created so that I can create the sunset. And I grabbed the pink at first, but then I paused and realized that maybe a sunset shouldn't start with pink at the horizon, so I grabbed this kind of marmalade color that turns out kind of yellow, but if I go harder it gets a little bit orangish, so it makes this nice yellow into orange, and then I put in this pink and try to blend it in for the sunset. I've also grabbed a purple and a blue and a gray, so it just gets darker and darker as you go further up into the sky. And I think the end result is pretty cool. Sometimes I would add some paint splatters or things like that to this, getting some white acrylic ink and a little bit of water, and then tapping on a brush over the page, and that usually comes out with pretty cool results, but I didn't feel like doing that this time, so I didn't add any stars or anything. But if you guys try something like this, that is definitely a consideration to even add a little bit more to your spread. Just if you do that, make sure you cover up any of the remaining white parts around the page, because they can get splattered with paint as well. I'm going to follow the same process on this side as I did on the other side with the couple of different colors that I used here, and then after this we'll be able to get into the stickers. Okay, that's looking really good, I think. So I have all these sticker books, and I'm just gonna go through and look for the Jasmine stickers and see which ones I want to use. So I found stickers there, and then I looked through this other book and realized Jasmine wasn't in this other princess sticker book, so I put that one to the side. Then I looked through the Villains book, decided to go with the classic size because these Jasmine stickers were pretty big, and then looked through the Disney Oasis books, and I realized all the stickers I had Mickey and Minnie in them. I've already used up the ones that didn't, so I had to make some decisions about that. And you'll see here in a second that I decide to play with the stickers that already had Mickey and Minnie in them and just cut them off so that Mickey and Minnie don't show up in this spread, but still use some of the building stickers. So I pick out 2 stickers here and decide where to put them. And I'm just going to layer them over each other kind of on the edge of the page. I don't want to take up too much space because I want space for Jasmine and Jafar and Aladdin, but I definitely want it to still feel like a city in the desert. So here I'm looking for some buildings for the other side of the page as well. And again, cutting the Mickey and Minnie off of them so that it is just the buildings that show here. I then started looking for some plants to put on the inside corners of this page so that there could be a little bit of greenery on the page as well. And so I chose a palm tree and then a potted plant, but I cut off the pot and just let the plant be sticking up from the edge, trying to pretend like it was actually growing out of the ground. And then I realized that I hadn't actually taken the tape off of this, so I went ahead and removed all the tape. You can see some of the papers tearing up because I tried to go a little too fast. Usually with taking off the masking tape, you have to go very slowly, and you do run into problems right on these inside edges with all the punched sections. It does try to tear up there, so you'll see me trying to pull down pieces of it to make sure it doesn't rip those That's really the only place I have trouble with the Scotch tape. Everywhere else is fine, but I figured out the tactics for how to keep them from tearing up too much, so it works decently. Just takes a little practice. And then I am done taking off all the tape, and we're going to go ahead and get started with putting in Jafar first. So I grab one of these cool holographic stickers and start trying to figure out where I want him to go. I decided he would look great down there because I do want some of the stickers to come out over the edges to bring the scene, to life across the entire page and not just within the image in the center. And I'm just putting some of these little jewels and things all around the page and the stars around Jasmine and Aladdin. And then I start to think about and figure out what else I can put in there. I want to get some boxes in. I want to get the genie in if there's space. So I'm just thinking about all the things left that I have and what might fit. So I grabbed the other sticker book because I realized that there were some cool box stickers in there for Jafar. So I went ahead and grabbed this horizontal sticker. It's from the mini sticker book. And then I didn't really see others that I wanted to use. So I ended up grabbing the Jewel Tone Boxes book and picking some stickers out so that those ones would match the sunset down here. I thought the Jafar one matched the blue and purple of the sky pretty well. And I grabbed another sticker to go with that, as well as the pink over here on the right to go with that, so the colors are kind of matching the sunset. And I think that's all the space that I had for boxes because I did want to get the genie in and another Jafar in, so I was just trying to figure out where Jafar could go. And again, I put him here where he just stuck out over the edge a little bit from where I had done all the distress inks, and then it was genie time. So I added one more set of gems and a couple more stars to finish out the spread, and then that was everything. I really love how the spread turned out. I'm really happy with it. I'm excited to write in my planner this week. If you liked this video, please click that like button and hit subscribe if you haven't yet so you see more of my content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.